Hi everyone, my name is Matilda and in today's video I will be redesigning 3 Pokémon, Meganium, Emboar and Feraligatr. But before jumping into the redesigning stuff, let me just explain what this is all about, alright? I want to try predicting the final evolutions of the starters in the upcoming Pokémon Legends ZA. The game brings us back to a new version of the Kalos region, kind of like how Pokémon Legends Arceus took us back to an older version of Sinnoh. In Legends Arceus, the starter trio wasn't the one from Diamond and Pearl. Instead, we got a mix of starters from different regions, Rowlet from Alola, Cyndaquil from Johto and Oshawott from Unova. And each of them got a brand new final evolution, exclusive to that version of Sinnoh. So with Legends ZA, I got curious. This time, the starters are Chikorita, Tepig and Totodile, which honestly surprised me, since 2 of them are from Johto. I really thought they'd go with 3 starters from different regions again, like in Arceus, but hey, maybe that makes it even more interesting. What if their final evolutions are also different? Regional forms like we saw before? So that's what I'm doing here, trying to guess how these 3 could look with new typings, new visuals and a new fresh twist. Before diving into designs, I wanted to think about typing. In the original starter trios, we've got the classic grass, water, fire loop, but in Legends Arceus it was more complicated. The secondary typings made a new kind of triangle. Fighting beats dark, dark beats ghost, but ghost doesn't beat fighting, so the loop wasn't perfect. So I started brainstorming alternative type triangles that could work better. Things like Fairy Dragon Steel, Flying Ground Electric, Fairy Poison Ground. There are so many cool possibilities and they helped inspire the direction for my redesigns. Let's start with Meganium. I'd really love to see it as a grass fairy type. It already gives off a fairy-like vibe, and since fairy was introduced in Kalos, it would be such nice callback. For the design, I replaced the original flower petals around its neck with a single large cotton flower. You know how cotton flowers have that round shape with a hole in the middle? I imagined Meganium's neck and head rising from that hollowed center. It makes the whole thing feel soft, gentle and dreamy. Some might even see it as a part flying type, depending on how they interpret it. I also had a different idea for a grass electric Meganium. That one was inspired by Luminosity, which is basically Pokemon's version of Paris, bright, stylish and full of energy. In this version, Meganium has an electric style collar, kind of like Jolteon's spiky fur. It adds a sharp, high voltage edge to its otherwise gentle design and ties in perfectly with the theme of electricity and light. But my favorite, definitely the Magnolia Meganium, a soft, fairy-inspired design that still stays true to the original, but feel like a fresh regional form. Next up is Emboar. This one took me a while. I had to think through a lot of ideas, but I ended up with 3 designs I really liked. The first is Fire Flying. I imagined Emboar as a kind of flaming winged hero. In my redesign, I changed the swirl on its belly to look more like Obelix's pants from Asterix and Obelix, which gives it a fun and slightly cartoony energy, bold, brave and a little quirky. The second is Fire Poison. This one was inspired by Friends' connection to perfumes. I thought of a sensor design, like the incense burners used in rituals, with smoke swirling out, looking both toxic and fiery. It adds a mysterious, elegant danger to Emboar. And last, Fire Steel. This design is based on the idea of a ghostly forged spirit. Emboar wearing a heavy apron, looking like a melting metal furnace. Ready for forging weapon right on the battlefield. I love how intense this version turned out. And now, Feraligatr. I had so many ideas that I couldn't stop at 3, so here are 4 different ideas, redesigns I explored. Ground type. This version looks like it's been stomping through mud and caves. It's scrappy, earthy and rough. Dragon type. I made it chunkier with battle scars and tougher features, like an ancient beast built for raw power. Steel type. This version looks firm and steady, with a more silvery color palette that gives it a sleek, refined feel. Its crest or fringe has become more pointed. Poison type. I give it a slightly unhealthy, corrupted look, like something toxic is coursing through it. It's unsettling but still cool. My personal favorites: Magnolia, Meganium, Forge, Emboar and Dragon Feraligatr. I love to see something like them in the actual game. I know Pokémon always manages to surprise us, and who knows, maybe we just get Mega Evolutions instead of regional forms, but I've got my fingers crossed. Let me know in the comments. Which version do you think is most likely to appear in Pokémon Legends ZA? Or which one would you want to see the most? I can't wait to compare my redesigns to what the game actually brings when it releases. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit that like and subscribe button. Also, leave a comment and see you next time. Bye bye!